up, guys? It's your boy J to the C, and welcome to another Friday Night Fright Night. This week we're on episode number 4, and I watched the film Deathgasm. Now, Deathgasm is a demon film which is straight from New Zealand, and it's a horror comedy kind of mix. And I've got to say, it's actually really well done. The storyline is not the most in-depth storyline you'll ever see. It's certainly not the most intellectual film you'll ever see. But the actual script of it, the acting of it, is actually done at quite a good standard, and I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed sitting there throughout the time watching the movie. The basic story is a guy called Brody. His mum's incarcerated, so he's sent off to live with his Christian uncle, auntie and cousin. Now, obviously being a heavy metal fan, they don't approve, and his cousin torments him and beats him up. So he gets in with a group of friends and they start a band which they call Deathgasm. Now, the funny thing here with this is the way the comedy works with this movie is it feels very real, and I'll tell you why it feels quite real with the comedy. Is when I was younger and I was in a heavy metal band, we obviously went through this whole spell of trying to get a decent name which will make us stand out from everyone else. So you do the stupid names, and that's exactly what you see in this film. The actual scene where they're coming up with a name is they're coming up with stupid, oh, we should call that was Jizz Bomb and stuff like that. And it's, you know, when I was a teenager, we came up with stupid names for our band as well. So it actually made me chuckle when I saw this bit in the film. Throughout the film, the comedy, although it's quite subtle, it's really done well. It's not in your face. It still doesn't take away from the fact that it's a gory horror film, which is nice. And I don't mind horror comedy films, but sometimes they go a bit OTT and they try and put in too much comedy or too much horror and not enough comedy. But this was a perfect balance for me in this film. As the film progresses on, the visual effects are actually pretty good. The demons look pretty good when they start showing up, and the actual underlying score of the film kind of makes you want to watch it. You know, you don't want to, I'll nip off and make a cup of tea while this is happening, sort of thing. So overall, the film is really good. I'll give them their props for it. I'm not going to give you away too much of the plot and the details, because again, to be honest, a film like this is just one you have to just go and watch and enjoy. I will say, if you're a fan of heavy metal, if you're a fan of comedy and a fan of horror films, then this will be right up your street. It is really well done. It's really well shot. And I think it's one for the masses. If you're having a group of mates around and you're having a few beers and a pizza or whatever, put this one on and you'll all sit there and you'll all enjoy it. Overall, I'm going to have to give it a good 3.5 stars out of 5. As I say, the comedy works really well. I mean, one of the scenes involves some great big sex toys where they decide to go and beat demons to death with great big black dildos, which is just hilarious when you watch it on the screen. And there's another scene where one of the main characters is being strangled by a demon, and the guy walks in drinking a beer and realises he's being strangled, and instead of running over to help him, finishes his beer first, which is what any normal heavy metal fan would do, to be fair. So overall, as I say, I'll give it a good 3.5 stars out of 5. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you've seen the film, what did you think of it, and if you like the video, please hit that like button for me, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.